But like
it's unbelievable what people will vote on.
I think with WikiLeaks, with the FBI, with everything, if it was just some fucking haircut, you know, some fucking square-jawed Mitt Romney type, and like just Martin O'Malley. If all that shit happened to Martin O'Malley, he'd still beat Trump. For sure. I think it was because people. Yeah,
you don't run a candidate. First of all,
I think he would.
She has so much more baggage, dude. She's so much more baggage. It's not just the email.
The second that she won the primary, it was lost. The second she won the primary, it was done.
Yeah,
you don't run someone with a over 50% unlikability rating. Ever. Barry Crimmins said it to me, and I didn't even know that was that bad. Her likability rating.
Trump did too. Trump had over 50%.
But that's Republicans.
He was less popular than her.
Right, but a hate vote where you vote out of hate. Republicans are traditionally better.
I don't know. I think that Republicans vote for Republicans. He got as many votes as John McCain and fucking
He got
Mitt
Obama
Romney.
voters. He got all these people.
Yeah, I think that's. I don't.
Well, what are you arguing? Like, I don't know what we're disagreeing about. What are you saying?
I don't think that it was. I think that Hillary Clinton was just someone we've known for too long. She had her experience was a complete liability because she'd been in her entire, you didn't know shit about
establishment
Trump, dude.
To everyone.
Of course. Trump was like cutting deals with the mob in New York in the late 70s. No one knows that
she
shit.
She was also a piece of shit during the 2008 election.
Dude, Hillary, did you ever see this?
You know what I didn't understand? Why
she's a piece of shit to Obama.
She was. She was absolutely. She started, that birth certificate thing.
She did.
That fucking, was it Blumenthal, the turban bullshit?
There's a picture of him in like African garb.
All this racist shit that Republicans ran with as far as Obama's concerned, that all came out of Hillary Clinton's 2000.
Not all of it, but the birther thing.
That birther thing, Hillary Clinton's campaign.
Hillary invented birtherism.
Yes.
Her campaign.
That was her campaign.
I didn't know that.
And you know what? All that Bernie bro bullshit, that was a fucking, that was a line they were pushing with Obama boys back in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
Go look at that.
Obama bots.
No, Obama boys. It was specific. It was the same, because this was before bro was a term.
Because you're supposed to go
it's like,
with
chill out, Obama boys. It's time for a woman or whatever. And here's the thing.
Maybe it is. It ain't time for her.
If they don't have a problem going dirty, why didn't they do that with Trump? And the way you do that with Trump is you don't call him a rapist because you know he's a rapist. You leak stories about how he couldn't get his dick hard.
Yeah, he's got a small dick.
He's got a small dick. That's fucking the only thing that ever hurt him was Marco Rubio's hands comment.
Yeah, it's true.
That's it. Rubio handed it to you on a fucking golden plate.
He leaked nudes of his wife.
Yeah.
He leaked nudes of his own wife during the fucking election.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, I'm so disappointed, but you know what? These are very tasteful. She's a model. In Europe, these are very normal, these pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like...
Well, Trump's, you know what disturbs me about that audio of him pussy grabbing and all that shit? Like, somebody qualified would have gotten hired a PI to find that shit before Hillary's people found it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's his big selling point, is he's this fucking amazing businessman who's all smart. He's a terrible businessman.
Yeah.
And he did, to me, he's the equivalent of like a YouTube person being the new greatest comic.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, some YouTube guy like that. I like that he doesn't have any government. Well, I don't know that's such a great idea.
Honestly, who's more qualified to be president than a fucking guy that pretends to be good at business but isn't?
Well, yeah, that's
essentially what the job is.
Yeah. No, it's a fucking. I mean, even honestly, with foreign, I think with world shit, I think he'll be better than Obama. Honestly, because they don't respect Obama, dude. They never.
No, the world, we're fucked.
No, we're fucked.
We're absolutely fucked.
With what?
In the Middle East, with Russia, with North Korea.
Russia, first of all, Russia, we were fucking fucked up how we handled them. I mean, Obama was fucked up with that, and Russia was celebrating. The shit Russia does.
Russia's still going to be a fucking aggressor. There's going to be problems.
Just be their own. Like, we fucked up with them. I'm telling you, the foreigners, they only respect a fucking guy they're terrified of, and they don't like an Obama.
But don't you think
Hillary's a warmonger?
That's right.
She would have.
Right.
But don't you think
she would have saber rattled to the same fucking degree that Trump
with Russian? What'd you say?
She would have saber rattled to the same degree Trump is going to. I don't think it would have
been as effective. I think that Trumping was like, whenever you hear the word, the world is scared.
Yeah,
that's good.
But don't you think Trump is just a con man then? Like,
yeah, Putin, I think he's full of shit.
Putin has literally murdered people with his hands. Like, not even
Putin
with
is
weapons.
worried about Russia's own interests.
No, but I'm saying, like,
he's a criminal. He's a fucking criminal.
Donald Trump's just a guy that got a lot of money from his dad.
I think that the annexation of Crimea last year, 2 years ago, whenever that was, is like, Russia's going to keep doing shit like that. If
they don't
Russia
want to be
unchecked,
surrounded by our missiles,
Ukraine has nothing to do with that.
Well, I don't know about Crimea, who owns what. I just know I didn't see what we were getting out of antagonizing him. Like what's the threat of Russia to us? Something with Syria? Like what is the reason?
They back Assad. We can't really back Assad. We just have to.
That's
ISIS.
Obama's biggest fault. How he fucked that up with Syria. Like
that wasn't
help the people.
That was the fault of the Iraq War, and then the Syrian civil war wouldn't be as bad as it. I don't even know if I don't know enough about it, but I don't know if the Syrian civil war
could have helped the people. We should have, and we didn't, and we did. It's what America always does. Everything is half-assed.
Well, who should we have helped in Syria?
In the beginning, the people that weren't they got slaughtered by fucking the jihadis. So,
but like what rebel groups?
I don't know what the name of them. I know we had the people
because the one we were backing, that the guy, the Twitter guy went to.
Yeah.
We didn't do it till later.
Well, we didn't do it till later because they wanted. There's like a Frontline documentary about it you can watch. But
what is it? Maybe I saw.
They didn't want to. They didn't want to help in Iraq.
ISIS.
They didn't want to help fight ISIS in Iraq because they wanted Maliki to resign, and he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't fight the war, and he wanted the U.S. to come in and do it for him, and they didn't want to do that. So eventually he stepped down, and then we didn't have any rebels to back other than the YPG, which put us in like a shitty situation with Turkey. Because
I'm confused. You're talking about in Iraq or Syria?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kurdistan technically too.
Right. Well,
these are Kurds. They're like communist Kurds that we backed, but they're also, I guess, somehow related to groups that are fighting.
Do you know their religion, by the way, the Kurds? It's like this weird, like they worship Satan, but like they think he's a good guy.
Yeah.
It's such a strange thing.
My big bit 2 years ago was pretending to be offended when I heard people say Kurd. Like, how dare you speak about those people like that? They're human beings.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think Trump's seem kind of isolationist. I mean, I guess I don't know what he stands for.
Yeah, but that goes out the window as soon as you're president.
Yeah, the dude
it does.
Here's the problem, and
it's
why
very
I don't know what he's going to stick to.
It's very easy to be a fucking
ideas.
isolationist when you're some libertarian that's nobody's voting for or listening to.
Right. I don't know what he's going to do when I think about it. Like, I don't believe anything he said. I wouldn't bet on.
He's going to be surrounded by national security guys that are telling him to
Michael Flynn.
Yeah, involved in all this fucking shit, and they're going to be smarter than him, and they're going to have data, and they're going to have experience, and then we're going to continue on the same fucking path we've been going down, and it'll get worse.
What path do you think we would have gone down different with Hillary? Because I would have rather had Hillary.
Probably the same shit.
Yeah. What do you think the brighter side would be?
No, there wouldn't be a brighter side. I don't.
Yeah.
There were the Syrian no-fly zone was the thing that was like kind of scary with Hillary. Because she's talking about shooting down Russian planes. I'm afraid of Russia. That's like that's as in just to be selfish. Like what actually affects your life in terms of you might die.
Yeah.
Increasing tension with Russia is like a problem.